Hey, RZA, thanks so much for being with us here in the Twin Cities of Minnesota. Very excited to be talking with you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the invitation.
All right, Will, we are talking about Wu-Tang, An American Saga, Season 2, which airs, there's new episodes every Wednesday on Hulu. Tell us, where does it pick up in Season 2?
Oh, this season we pick up on the creation of the album 36 Chambers, considered, of course, an iconic album in hip-hop or music, and we get to watch Wu-Tang Clan relive it and recreate it, throughout this season.
When this was taking place, what was happening in the world?
I mean, so many things is happening in the world, but New York City itself just was kind of going through a phase where hip-hop was more being produced by the West Coast, and New York voice was kind of quiet, and Wu-Tang helped bring that voice back to the forefront.
So when it comes to hip-hop, and you talked about the West Coast was blowing up at that time, gangsta rap was huge. Who was at the top of the hip-hop game, and what was the hip-hop world like? What were people wearing? What was the whole culture like at that point?
Well, as far as, we had the West Coast, of course, rocking with NWA, Dr. Dre. I think the MC Hammer era was dying out, of course. But on our side, it was Tribe Called Quest, EPMD, and it just needed more voices, And when Wu-Tang came out of Staten Island, we actually came in with just really the look of the neighborhood. Pair of Timberlands, a hoodie, and some fatigues, and we was in the building.
So why for you, why rap?
Why hip-hop? I mean, not just rap.
Yeah.
Rap is a form of hip-hop, but for me, from the first time, I might have been 7 years old, and I went to a block party, and I just heard the DJ spinning the record. I heard the MC on the mic. I saw the kid on the ground breakdancing. I became enamored. It became my life calling, and I just continued to express it in all its forms. And now I'm really grateful that hip hop has now found its way through TV screens and through a whole new form of media. And I just want to see it continue to grow, because I think hip hop is a very powerful and strong, positive culture when used right.
And the crazy thing about the show is that it looks amazing. Like, it looks like each episode looks like a film. And it has great reviews. People are loving it. But the fact that you worked with and kind of studied under Quentin Tarantino is awesome and amazing. What was that like?
Well, I mean, you can't find a better teacher in filmmaking, I think, than Quentin Tarantino. He's one of the great minds of filmmaking, a walking encyclopedia. And that inspiration and that time I spent with him was probably as good as going to any Ivy League college to study, because I got it right from the horse's mouth. And I hope that when we make our show and anything you see me doing in film, you can see some of that energy and some of that knowledge, transmit through my productions.
What's your favorite Tarantino film?
Wow. I mean, every time you make a new one, it becomes your favorite. But I guess I gotta, go back to Pulp Fiction as the foundation that gave me a different way of looking at film. I call him the modern day father of Pulp Fiction. He opened up a box that filmmakers all around the world realize that the rules can be broken to a degree, but still held within a frame. So, yeah, Pulp Fiction, I would say.
How hard was it for the Wu-Tang Clan, all of you guys, to deal with ODB's death?
Wow, that's one of the most tragic moments in my life. Whether not only from Wu-Tang Clan, ODB was my family. We grew up together. When I talk about being 6, 7 years old, going to those block parties, he's there with me. So that was a big tragedy to us as a group, to me personally, to my family. And we still love him. He's going to be loved by us forever. We get on stage and we perform his music, and we've been blessed that one of his sons, YDB, has embraced hip hop, and he goes on tour with Wu-Tang when we do our shows, and he performs his father lyrics, and it goes back to what ODB said: Wu-Tang is for the children.
That's awesome. Love it. RZA, thank you so much. Could talk to you forever. I know you got to go. You got more of these. Really appreciate it. Twin Cities, you need to check it out. Wu-Tang, An American Saga. Season 2 is out right now. New episodes every Wednesday on Hulu. Thanks, RZA. Appreciate the time.